All right, here is your simple strength and mobility session. So the focus is going to be on your entire trunk, just your entire core. We're going to be focusing on your glutes, your hips, your lower back, your upper back, your spinal flexion extension, your hips. This is just going to make you feel good. It's going to strengthen up your core. So if you are having back issues, as long as it's not something too serious, and obviously if it is, make sure you consult with your doctor or another professional. But if it's not, and you just need to add a little strength to your body, then this is the perfect way to go. Starting off with assisted 90-90 position, so hands behind you, and all you're going to do is internally, externally rotate your legs. So one knee or both knees come down in one direction, then the other direction. It's going to help loosen up the hips, and then the hands behind you is just going to take some of the tension off your trunk and focus on that rotation. Next up is a hip thrust with an isometric hold. So I want you to hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Just squeeze your glutes, squeeze your entire core, come all the way back down, drive through your midfoot and some of it through your heels as well. So toes can come up a little bit, but just squeeze your glutes as much as you can as you come up. Next up is alternating bird dog. So just try to keep your torso as flat as possible. We're gonna get in that quadruped position. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and extend them contralaterally. So opposite leg, opposite arm. Try to reach out as far as you can. And when you do not rotate. Don't break at the hips. All right, next we're gonna do some prone extensions. So on your stomach, and as you lift up, I want you to lift up your legs, lift up your shoulders, squeeze your glutes. Make sure you don't hold your breath through this, so breathe out as you pull your shoulders up. Go as far as you can without experiencing any pain, but just make sure you squeeze your glutes. That's going to help protect your lower back. Next up is plank, but what we're going to do, I want to make sure that you're in that posterior position so your pelvis is tilted under as if it's trying to come up to your sternum. Imagine you're trying to pull your elbows down to your feet and vice versa. Next up is some cat-cows, and I like this just to add a little spinal flexion extension. So starting from that quadruped position, just pull your sternum up as high as you can and then extend your lower back as far as you can so you're going through the entire range of motion, as much range of motion as you have through your mid and upper back. We're going to take it a step further with some kneeling spinal waves. So starting from that kneeling position with your hips back, you're going to extend the knees and come forward as far as you can, finishing with your neck extended, your spine extended all the way down, looking up as high as you can, and then tucking your chin, rounding your shoulders, and pulling your hips back. So you're getting as much extension as flexion as you can, and it'll just take it a step further from that quadruped cat-cow position. We're going to work the abductors now, just on your side. Start from your elbow, make sure that shoulder's packed. Bring your hips to the ground and lift up. So I like to have my knees bent on this so I can focus on my hip and glutes. Finishing off with that side plank with the adductors so we get both sides. Everything gets some love. All right, here's the list of exercises. For most of them, you're going to go in 60 seconds per position or movement. And then the last two, since they're the most difficult, you're going to go 30 seconds a piece. Of course, make it work for you. So if you have to scale back, do so. Work within your abilities. Definitely do not work through pain on this. You can work through a little bit of discomfort. So especially for like the planks, the hip thrusts, it might get a little hard, but that's okay as long as you do not feel pain. Can't stress that enough. Rest as little as you can between the movements, and then once you're done with everything, you can rest 1 to 2 minutes. Try to hit at least 1 to 2 sets. 3 if you really don't have any other form of strength workouts right now. But if this is just something additional that you're doing, 1 to 2 sets is totally fine. Take you under 20 minutes. Hope you enjoy.